Oh, I'm committing cardinal sin right now, and I'm recording with a Blue Yeti.
Ooh, you blasphemer!
But anyway,
get canceled?
Damn talking. Right I do.
We got the receipts now.
Welcome to VoiceBox,
where we take voiceover scripts
and create fun audio performances.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Jeme.
And I'm Alister.
Welcome. Oh my gosh, look, Jeme, we have a guest.
Oh, do we?
Where? Who is it?
Oh my gosh, look at that. It's an Alister.
That's me. I'm Alister.
Why is Alister here?
That's a great question.
Sorry, I was taking a drink of water.
I got you. Jeme, why is Alister here?
Well, a little birdie told me that he is a huge Tokusatsu, Super Sentai, Power Ranger, Kamen Rider fan, and this week we are going to be we grabbed some scripts from the late great wonderful actor known as Jason David Frank, who is no longer with us, and just like with the Kevin Conroy week, we, the mods of the voice practice group, we said, hey, let's read some scripts so we can remember the type of scenes that he acted. And of course, some people get interested afterwards, like, oh, I really like that. We leave where those scenes are specifically from.
Man, so that's why Alister's here. Thanks, Jeme.
I kind of just go off the cuff like that, man. I'm sorry.
I love it. It's so good. It's so good, man. I love it. Welcome, Alister.
Oh, I'm glad I could be here. And I'm just going to spend the next hour telling you about Super Sentai and Power Rangers. So it goes all the way back to 1978.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if we have time like that. This is just supposed to be a short 10-minute video. Okay.
Okay, we'll save it for the next time.
So, since this is a tribute video, since this is a tribute to JDF, the wonderful late Power Ranger man, Alister, the guru of Power Rangerdom, would you give us an idea of who JDF was and who he was to you?
In the very beginning, in 93, he was the original Green Ranger. He was the original 6th Ranger. It started with 5, and then he came on as a bad guy at first and then turned good. And throughout the course of the series, he changed roles. He became the leader. He became the Red Ranger in subsequent seasons. And he would go on to just appear in cameos and guest appearances and be another Ranger at some point. He was the Black Ranger. And he is just this huge driving force in what Power Rangers meant for a lot of people, especially me, because I grew up watching them in 93. And yeah, he really understood that kind of position that he was put in. He understood that these were role models, these were heroes that just weren't around beforehand, and he had such an impact on people in that way, and just wanting to help them, find themselves and be heroes and be the people that they want to be. And he was a great role model in that way. And yeah, for me too, because real quick story. I told Thomas this, but I don't know if I told you, Jem. In kindergarten, we were asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said Power Ranger. I said I want to be a Power Ranger. And this kid in my class was like, that's fake, right? It's just acting. And then I said, yeah, I'll just be an actor. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, it opened me up to a lot of different acting, and now here I am in my booth being a voice actor and everything. And yeah, I owe that a lot to just Power Rangers and JDF for always being that kind of role model and driving force for people.
How about you go first then? Since this was your role model, your inspiration for acting and Power Rangers and everything, why don't you go first? Or unless you want to go last. I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
You're the guest, man.
I really kind of set myself up for this one. No, I don't mind going first, really.
All right.
Set the bar for us, please.
All right. So this piece is actually from one of the comics. So I know everything about the shows, but I don't know the comics that well because it's like they kind of exploded. It's this whole big multiversal crossover kind of thing. And, I think after this, I'm really going to dive deep into it. But when I read the script, it really kind of spoke to me in a way that it kind of hit, especially after JDF's passing. It's a script about, reaching out to someone that needs help. And the choices I kind of made were in that vein of, not knowing right away that someone needed my help. But now that I do know that, I wanted to just put everything aside and do my best to be there for them when they needed me most.
I'm going to count us down, and then Jeme and I will take a listen to your wonderful little audio piece. Ready, Jem?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Your body can't take the strain! Demorph! Give up the powers or you're going to die! Listen to me! I know! The pain that you feel when you think about what your life could have been. When you see what you could have had. But despite everything you've done, it's still not too late. We can still fix this. You don't have to be broken. You don't have to be alone. Please, let me help you.
Wonderful job. Holy cow. Definitely loved how you were, putting in your efforts, and it definitely could see, the power beam or whatever. Maybe it was, being shot at you or something, and then you're, trying to hold against it, and it's getting more powerful by the middle part, and it just seemed like you're no, let me help you. Man, it was so cool. I loved listening to that. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, thanks. I just remembered kind of my inspiration. It was I don't know if you've seen Guardians. It was that moment where the power is just too much for him to handle, and everyone's just trying to help him, and he just reaches out.
Yeah.
I love how encapsulated you were in that scene. Actually, legitimately, it's felt personable, and even if the person is someone who so close to your heart. And by the person, whether it's the listener in the scene or the listener of the audience, it truly feels like you have a connection with that person, even if you don't know them or not. Even if you know them or not. I felt just raw emotion from it, and I love the beginning too. Is very, very. It grabs you by the attention. Great way to look at it too. Yeah, it was awesome.
Alister, you could make this a career.
Oh gosh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you try a little bit harder, maybe you would.
You're not wrong. That sounds like a dig, but honestly, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was so good, man. Power Rangers for the win. I could definitely tell that I could still see this in a Power Ranger universe.
In the universe,
man.
There we go, yeah.
Frickin' cool. Loved it. Thank you for sharing your beautiful art with us.
Oh, thanks.
Wonderful art.
Thank you so much. Where can we reach you, Mr. Cado?
Oh,
Mr. Alister.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Alister Cado.
Now it's time for Jeme and I to show you up, Mr. Power Ranger Man.
Are you sure?
Do it.
Jeme?
What?
Do it.
Jeme, would you like to go next, or
Yeah.
would you like me to go?
I'll go next. Why not?
Excellent.
So let me just
Jeme,
pull up that timer.
start that timer and tell us a little bit about your masterpiece.
So I also did the same script. With this one, I was mainly trying to save resources because I was coming off of recovered from laryngitis. So I was like, wait, I'm gonna try and make it sound like I'm really exhausted, and I'm coughing to a degree and whatnot. like I'm out of breath. And on top of that, also, I did want to challenge myself a little bit, because the last 2 times I was here on the show, I used, like, I think 4 or 5, like, audio edits, whether it be music or sound effects. And I really wanted to try and keep myself to 3 or less sound effects, like sound edits. So I have, like a stock music and, like, I think 2 grumbling sounds that kind of blend into each other.
Dude, I'm so psyched. Okay, Alister, you and I are gonna double-click Jimmy's thing, and we're gonna take a listen. 3, 2, 1, go!
Your body can't take the strain. Demorph! Give up the powers, or you're going to die. Listen to me. I know the pain that you feel when you think about what your life could have been, when you see what you could have had. But despite everything you've done, it's still not too late. We can still fix this. You don't have to be broken. You don't have to be alone. Please. Please just... Please. Just let me help you.
This was great for just a few sound effects, man. Look what you can do with just, like, minimal amount of things put into the scene. Amazing. Loved it. Just wonderful art. I love it.
Yes.
You definitely got the cough, and you used that probably because you were sick, and it just meant, like, you were using what you had, and you were being real with the coughs, because I bet you they were real.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, you were literally dying in real life, and used that to your advantage to
Yes.
sound like you were dying in the scene or something. It's almost cheating. It's almost cheating.
Like, yeah.
Alister, what do you have to say about this man?
Like, what I love about, people choosing the same script, whether by accident or on purpose, it's like we get to hear different interpretations. Like, mine was very, like, forwardly, outwardly emotional, but yours was so intimate and personal. Like, you've expended all of your energy. I could picture in my head, like everything's crumbling around you, but you're using the last of your energy to reach out to your friend or your rival or whoever it is you're talking to, and it makes the moment that much more powerful. It's that intimacy that I really, really loved hearing. It was incredible.
Well, cool. How about we go on to mine?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So my little motivation, inspiration, for all of this was I wanted it to be, I did the same script. I did the exact same Power Rangers script. It's from Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, and it's the one to where it's like, it's a strain, you need a demorph, and he's just like, no. But instead I changed the script. Ha ha ha! Look at me. I added the second character, so there's like a 2-person dialogue, a little bit of the second person, but there's the main person who talks, and I changed up the script to keep the same kind of idea and stuff, and I wanted the whole performance to be like there's big massive power and wind going around, and I wanted there to be like some kind of machine or electricity or something that, there's like power, and the other person's trying to get the power, and then the other person's like, stop, no, like that kind of thing.
All right.
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Too much for your body to handle. Turn it off and give up. No! Look! You and I, we're a lot alike. The same past, the same memories, the same pain. You think about the choices you've made
where you would be now if you chose a different path. Despite all that, it's not too late to fix this. You're not broken. You're not alone. Please, let me help you. I would rather die!
You're gonna keep going, right?
Who the hell hurt you, man?
You're gonna keep going, right? That's not the end.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that really threw me. Just need a second.
Just give me a second.
I'll start then. This was also a really great take with it. I really liked your character voice that was reading the script. Sounded like Sonic to me a little bit. Like, and I'm like, I'm really behind this character, but like I was like, I'm really behind this character, not just because of the acting being amazing, because I like Sonic too. So I'm like listening to this, and I'm just like having like a big smile on my face, like, wait, this is supposed to be melancholic, and then the last moment, I think I'd rather die. Like, oh, I can't. Like I'm like, oh, like, damn.
Like, leave it to Thomas to really, really just paint a picture of, being able to play two different characters so well. And again, yeah, we all chose the same script. Does that happen often, or?
Yeah, sometimes we all choose the same.
Again, I love everyone's different interpretations. And yours had like a good balance between like kind of that intimacy, like in the middle of it and close to the end, and just that kind of epicness to it, like in the very beginning. It was really, really well done. And again, you made up a whole character to bounce off of, which is really, really good. And I really felt like the emotional stakes between the two of them, it worked out. It really, really good work.
Well, thank you both. Y'all are very, very kind. It's wonderful. I'm glad I got to share my art with all of you, and that you guys got to share your art with all of us, with the entire viewers, all of our viewers, and everybody who wants to see our stuff. Here is this week's episode's lotto winner, Dagon Gray.
No, this isn't right. There's no salt in this. Oh, nope. It matters. Salt is in the food. Food goes into me. Salt is in me. That's how it works. Yeah, this dinner is ruined. Oh, not just because of the lack of seasoning. It's the fact that I didn't get help for this in the slightest. It's always, help me with the decorations, bro. Or, can you pick up my kids? Not once did any of you guys take time out of your days to check in on me, who had to broil this turkey, mash these potatoes, and fry the wings. So yeah, sorry that I'm losing it, but you guys guilt-tripped me into doing all this trash. And now the food is trash because of you!
Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe or like button if you like this or want to see more voiceover and audio engineering stuff like this. Feel free to leave a comment, tell us how you really feel. If you're a creator just like us and want to join in on the fun, then join our Discord server. Link is in the description. Also, join our VPG Discord server if you have a script or a theme or an idea for a future episode. You can submit your own audio entry as well. We may just include it in one of our videos.
What time is it?
It's morphin' time!
What time is it? Seriously.